AITA for not wanting to be friends with someone I have been close with for a long time. Advice needed. This is kind of a long story. I, 14F, have had a lot of issues with a close friend of mine. I'll call him Jaden. Jaden, 14 meters, and I have been friends for about a year and a half. We met in 7th grade in Science Olympiad, and we got really close. Due to past trauma, I confused our platonic relationship for me liking him. Everything was resolved. This whole broken friendship thing happened a while ago, but I feel guilty and I want to know if I did the wrong thing, and if I did, I want to resolve it before school ends. To preface, our friendship was built on trust and honesty. He was sweet, caring, he listened, he made me feel better about myself, he supported me when I had a hard time in my life or if I was dealing with mental health issues. I hope that I was be the same safe space for him that he was for me. A couple months ago, I've noticed that he had changed a lot from the person that I had originally became close with. He had become absolutely obsessed with working out and protein. I have no issue with him or anyone being interested in things like this, but this was almost to the point where he would talk about in almost every conversation. I am in no way fit or skinny, but I've been working on my body confidence and I truly believe that I have made genuine progress with how I view myself. For context, I have genetic leg, knee issues and it makes it hard for me to live my day-to-day life. I have a condition where I have knocked knees and I no longer have a ligament holding my kneecap in place, left knee. This has caused a lot of discomfort in my life, from having multiple doctor's appointments a month, walking on crutches, and having a surgery to remove shards of cartilage that had been floating around in my knee. This upcoming summer, mid-June to be specific, I am having a major surgery, which will have me predominantly stuck in bed for around a month and a half. This has been hitting me hard because I have a fear of not being useful. I feel like that might have influence over my emotions or how I act. I started realizing how he was changing when he kept suggesting to me that I should start working out and getting in shape. I wouldn't mind doing that, but because I have a condition that prevents me from being able to fully experience working out, I don't think that I would be able to do that. I told him multiple times that I wasn't comfortable with talking about me doing that stuff and that I would appreciate it if he would maybe consider not talking about that stuff as often around me. He did for a bit, but then it continued happening. Another thing to note is that I had hosted a game night between him, another mutual friend, and my sister and me. I wanted to prank him and catch him off guard, and I had a mini water gun, so I followed him into the kitchen as quietly as possible, and started squirting him with water. He turned around, speeded up to me, and grabbed my hand harshly, trying to get the water gun out of it. I kept saying, "Ow," and kept asking him to let go. This whole ordeal lasted around 4 seconds, but I was terrified, so it seemed like much longer to me. After he let go of my hand, I almost started crying and I went to go get something from the freezer for Mand because it was in pain. All he said was sorry and that he did a form of martial arts and was taught how to disarm someone with a gun. Both the friend, and especially my sister, told him that if I said no, he should have stopped right then and there. I was quiet the rest of the night and just separated myself from everyone else. We recovered from that, but more happened. He has recently started saying more and more misogynistic and sexist comments and behaviors. I don't recall all of them, but I do remember some of them. One that I think is incredibly important is when a mutual friend of ours told him that she likes him. He didn't really react to this and would ignore her when she texted or tried to communicate with him. She has a pretty fragile mental state and I knew how much this could affect her. I told him that not talking to her about it and ignoring her was a dick move and that it was really mean and that he was completely disregarding her feelings and that this was really going to affect her. He didn't really care and I left it alone. He ended up telling her that he would be open to dating in high school. He has also said that if someone is upset, it is their own fault and that they should be able to control how they feel. I was joking with another mutual friend of ours and he insinuated something along the lines of, "Can't do that, you're a girl." What really hurt is that when he realized that I was upset with him, he found it amusing. He didn't even care. It feels like I have lost my brother and I want to know if I'm being unreasonable or not. Thank you for reading this far. AITA.